KS Services is now offering preventative maintenance plans as low as $12 a month. Preventative maintenance is so important when it comes to your HVAC system. Let us come check your system out and perform our 22-point inspection. It's better to be safe than sorry. We have so many plans to choose from and special offers that go along with them. Call today for more information. 205-322-9090. Alabama license number 11120.
Here's your weather video for this Sunday morning, February the 17th, 2019. I'm meteorologist Bill Murray, and we continue to wait on this extended rainfall event that will bring more heavy rain to Alabama. We've been talking about it for days. It's getting closer and closer. 7-day precipitation totals from the Weather Prediction Center still on track. 6 to 9 inches of rain, maybe as much as 10 inches of rain in spots. Mainly fall, well, really fairly spread out. We'll talk about that in just a minute. Heaviest rain coming on Wednesday, when we could start to see flooding across north and central Alabama, but hopefully it'll be spread out enough that we won't have major problems. You can see here I-20 north, really the bullseye. This forecast, of course, changes and is a bit fluid, but the screaming message is, you know, something on the order of 6 to 9 inches of rain across areas along and north of I-20. Lesser amounts to the south, but flooding problems by midweek. We could even deal with some strong thunderstorms. Now, find the warm front this morning. Temperatures overnight rose. If you went to bed a little chilly in the 40s, you woke up a little milder in the lower and middle 50s this morning. Warm front across South Alabama, beginning to move to the north now as our winds turn to the south. Yesterday, one of those days that you couldn't really use your weather app, predicting high temperatures around 60 degrees, but those high temperatures came early in the morning before sunrise, and temperatures falling back into the 40s during the day made it feel quite uncomfortable yesterday. Today's going to be a tale of multiple temperatures. Look at this. 50s across North Alabama, a little bit of the wedge over northern Georgia into northeastern Alabama, keeping temperatures there in the 50s too. But areas along south of I-20 up in the 60s, even some into the 70s by the time you get down around Alex City, even 80 today down around Selma and Montgomery. So that will be interesting. Here's the big picture. Right now, we've got a trough over the western United States, broad west-southwesterly flow across the southern half of the United States. That's going to sharpen as we go through time. This is the look by Wednesday morning, showing that trough beginning to build in intensity over the Rockies. Big, broad southwesterly flow of moist air up and over high pressure over our area means rain. Cloud cover today. Mostly cloudy for areas along and north of I-20. This is at noon today, showing some breaks in the clouds behind that warm front. Those are going to become more expansive and allow those temperatures to become warmer through the afternoon hours with those 70s and even a few maybe smatterings of 80-degree readings down around south central Alabama. Back to those highs again. This is kind of what you can expect. Now, off the HRRR, these are composite reflectivity, showing what the radar might look like at these times. This is 10 o'clock this morning. Those scattered showers become more widespread as the front comes to the north. By 3 p.m. this afternoon, the showers should become fairly widespread for areas along and north of I-20. There's probably going to be a band of heavier rain somewhere Walker up through Coleman, maybe up into Marshall and DeKalb counties, where you might see an inch. Most everyone else around 1/4 to 1/2 inch of rain. Now you can see things begin to push to the southeast finally as the front starts to move in here. This is 8 o'clock tonight. That front moving into the northwestern corner of Alabama. Still fairly widespread showers across much of the I-20, I-59 corridors through the evening hours, but the rain will begin to end from the northwest. Now, hello model fans, let's go out in time using the GFS to tell our weather story this morning. This is Monday morning at 6 a.m. showing that front somewhere around I-59, bringing in cooler conditions for your Monday. Most of us are going to be Most of us are going to be in the 50s along and north of I-20, some 60s to the south. Now, rain will begin to return Monday evening as the next system moves in from the west. Could be a little bit of sleet on the front end of this, places north of I-20, especially up around US 278, Hamilton over to Coleman and Gaston. Could see a little sleet on the beginning end of that precipitation, but rain will continue to increase during the day on Tuesday as moist air rides up and over a cold dome of high pressure that will be nosing into Alabama from the northeast. Tuesday will be a miserable day, an all-day steady soaking rain. Temperatures in the 40s along and north of I-20, just lower to middle 50s even over southern parts of the area. So going to be a cold soaking rain for Tuesday. Now there could be a little bit of instability over west central Alabama, a few claps of thunder, but nothing to worry about. Now Wednesday, by late Tuesday night, really into early Wednesday morning, a band of heavier rain will set up across central Mississippi into northwest Alabama, southern Tennessee, ahead of a cold front. You can see the big high pressure to the east, big high pressure to the west, and in the middle of this transition zone, we're going to see lots of continued showers and rain through the period. Now that's going to set up a band of heavier rain across north central Alabama for Wednesday, increasing through the day. Most of us again seeing rain and thunderstorms. Temperatures to the north will be around 60 degrees. Temperatures to the south, though, upper 60s to near 70. Could see a few isolated strong storms for areas along south of I-20 on Wednesday, but I think the better chances for severe weather as we come further down the time. This is Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. Widespread rain and thunderstorms across much of the area. Some instability in there means areas generally from about Jasper and Coleman south could see thunderstorms on Wednesday. This is that Cape. Really, Cape up all the way into northeastern Alabama. We'll have to watch that carefully as we go through time. Now, by Thursday noon, nothing's really changing. We probably have a little period where we get out of the heavier rain, but we can't rule out showers through Wednesday night into Thursday morning. And those showers will be with us Thursday afternoon. Now, temperatures are going to be warmer on Thursday. We'll be in the 70s generally along the south of I-20 with some upper 60s over north central Alabama. And by Friday, the front is still hanging around in the area. You can see more scattered showers and storms. Most of the area getting into the 70s on Friday. And that would lead you to think that we could see some isolated thunderstorms. Some of those could be strong to severe Thursday and Friday. We'll watch that very closely. Then Friday low pressure, or Saturday low pressure begins to develop over the Texas Panhandle, and that will begin to spell an end to the rain, hopefully by Sunday. You can get the picture here that more scattered showers and storms will be continuing across the area on Sunday. Area-wide temperatures in the 70s on Saturday. Could be an interesting day. By Sunday at noon, rain and thunderstorms continuing across the area ahead of low pressure that's moving into Missouri. That's fairly strong there. That low pressure could produce a good round of showers and storms for us on Sunday, so we'll be watching that closely. Now, as you can see, these are 6-hour periods on the GFS. Rain almost every period from early Tuesday all the way to really, late Saturday. We probably get a little break early Sunday, but then more rain and storms Sunday afternoon. And before this is over with, the GFS printing out 6 inches of rain for Birmingham. That's consistent with all of our forecasts. And, of course, having that all spread out would be helpful, but if any of it comes in any one chunk in any area, some folks will be certainly bailing out their basements across central Alabama. We get a brief respite after the system moves through next weekend, but this is Saturday evening, March the 2nd. Is that right? Saturday evening, March the 2nd. Yes, that's right. More rain and thunderstorms for Alabama. Could be another 2 inches of rain for most areas, so we'll be watching out for that. So we're above normal over the past 90 days. We're above normal over the past 365 days, and we're going to be way above normal after we get through this week ahead. So hope we keep this flooding situation at bay. We don't want any severe weather, but we are moving into that time of the year. So, of course, we want you to keep a very close eye on the weather over the next 7 days to make sure that you keep your family and your property safe and protected. Well, James Spann will be back tomorrow. He'll have the forecast twice a day, all through the week here on the Weather Xtreme video. We'll have notes on the blog and frequent updates as we go through this potentially heavy rainfall and severe weather event for Alabama. But until I see you again next Sunday morning, as I always tell you, keep an eye to the sky because you'll always have something fun to look at.